and see 10 romance anime where the main character isn't shy. Yeah, these guys get the girls without blushing around. Let's go. Number 10, Kanagi.
土地に湧いた汚れに対抗策がない。不信心者に危機を救われ、立場もない。
神って言われてもな。
Remember how Japan likes to turn stuff into anime girls? If you thought they were going to have a limit, then no, they are not. Because here we have tree trunks who can transform into anime girls. I know, a totally crazy premise, but that is what happens in Kanagi. Our main character decides to use some wood for his school project, and turns out he touched the wrong wood. So when his school project leads him to discover a new species of anime girls, his whole life turns upside down.
なんと、驚いたのじゃな。かわいそうにの。落ち着くまでそうしているがよい。怖くない、怖くないぞ。
From the looks of the premise, you could tell this is a pretty weird show, but the good thing is, it knows how to balance the comedy and romance really well. There are also some things of exorcism mixing into the story along with magical girls, so think of this as an all-in-one package. Number 9, Cross-Ange.
もうどうなってるの？
俺の方もダメだ。全周波数に応答なし。半径5キロに動体反応なし。位置センサーも機能せず。
This has the good old prideful girl getting her ass kicked and then learning to live with normal people character arc. And even though the show might look lighthearted, it's actually pretty dark. On her 16th birthday, the main girl of this show finds out she cannot wield mana, and if you need to live in the high-class society, you need to learn how to control mana.
マナを破壊する突然変異。どうしてあんなものがこの世にいるのでしょう。何も分かっていません。どのように発生するのか。
Now cast from princess to a warrior, she needs to learn how to survive the harsh environment of Arsenal, filled with mechas and dragons always trying to kill you. Our prideful girl now has to change and even accept her fate when she needs to. Along the way, she also meets a boy named Tusk, and let's just say this guy can't keep his hands for himself. He has the good old there's no Newton's rules in anime disorder. Number 8, Kuzu no Hanakai.
あなた以上の人なんてどこにもいないよ。
お、まだいたのか。
お兄ちゃん。
Before starting this, I need to tell you, this is one of the depressing anime. It doesn't make you cry like a baby, but it gives you this empty feeling that makes you want to dig a hole in the ground and get buried in it. The main theme of this show is jealousy, that good old feeling that makes it feel like punching someone. But that isn't where Hanabi Yasuroka and Mugi Iwaya's problems begin. It happens when both of them fall for each other because of the same common pain.
気持ちいい。もう一回。
So what is their common pain? Well, turns out both of them like their senpais, but their senpais like each other, so they think, screw it, then we'll start dating too. Jokes aside, this is actually pretty depressing, and it's way more mature than most romance anime. And it's also one of the best shows I've watched. Number 7, Danchigai.
ネクタイ曲がってるし、頭もボサボサ。まあ一応私の兄なんだからしっかりしてよね。ちゃんとしてれば一応かっこいいんだからさ。
Remember when you were watching Domestic Girlfriend and you thought, it's sure annoying to live with two sisters in the same house? But then Danchigai comes along and takes the concept one step further. This time we have one guy and 4 sisters, because why limit ourselves to 2 when we can have 4?
今なら春樹にいたずら正代だよ、さつき。了解、うずき。
Danchigai is one of those shows that shows the daily troubles our protagonist has to go through just because he landed in the wrong anime with the wrong family. Instead of tension, we have pranks, and somehow all of these pranks end up pulling our main character further into the abyss. And just watching the anime, you'll know what I mean.
あなたたちも早く支度しなさい。旅行中の母さんに2人は今月のお小遣いなしと連絡しておきましょうか。
The dialogue here can be awkward as hell, but this has a great art style plus some interesting moments. Number 6, Sing Yesterday for Me.
慣れると可愛いかな。
名前はカンスケっていうの。可愛いでしょ。 じゃあね。お弁当サンキュー。
No, there's no singing. If you're a fan of music, then this isn't the show for you. Here, we meet the bad boy and pessimist, Rikuya Uzumi, a guy who works at a convenience store but is living depressed about his future. The only ray of sunshine in his life is a girl named Haru Nonaka who frequently drops by his workplace to befriend him. But things get even more serious when Rikuya's old friend and crush Shinako moves back into town.
あの子ちょっと変わってるとこあるけどいい子でね仲良くしてあげてよどうしたの
Yep, from the first episode, you can see the good old love triangle hitting in. This is one of those anime where the main character has to choose between the childhood friend and the new girl in town. There are also a bit of supernatural elements mixing in with the story along with several morally gray characters, so this is definitely going to be an interesting watch. Number 5, science fell in love, so I tried to prove it.
30から40度程度が理想的な顎角度のようね。
人工呼吸にも使われてる手法だな。軌道確保の目的もあるのだろう。
This is the anime your chemistry teacher forgot to tell you about. Yeah, this anime is set around two scientists from Saitama University, as they have made it their mission to try and solve the mystery of love. If you want to be a scientist, then make sure to watch this anime because that's the only way you could start dating a female scientist. Yeah, just kidding, but this show knows how to blend its comedy with all those chemistry equations really well. And this is coming from a guy who hates chemistry.
説明しろ。
正しかったわ。
だから何が？
いいから次行くわよ。
Season 2 of this anime aired last season, so if you start watching this now, you could start binge watching 2 seasons at once. Isn't that cool? Tell me, when was the last time you paid science this much attention? Anime can do wonders. Number 4, Armed Girls Machiavellianism.
面倒だな。体勢崩させてもらうぜ。首飛ぶとこだった。
なかなか目がいいな
Just because the title has the word Machiavellian in it, don't expect this to have a political plot. Instead, go to see this anime expecting the good old one boy, many girls, and one crazy overpowered girl to triumph them all formula. Now, this one might have a ton of tropes repeating, but the one thing that helps this anime stand out is the main character.
首飛ぶとこだった。
なかなか目がいいな
Yep, this guy's a badass. He is one of those cool bad boys you see in high school who can jump from a school building and still survive the fall without a broken foot. From the first episode itself, you can see there is some overarching mystery plus some weird backstory going on. That'll be enough to keep you hooked till the end of the season. Number 3, Sounds of Life.
あんたがなんでこの部にいるのか知らないし興味もないけど楽器傷つけるようなやつに琴弾く資格なんてないから
Yes, this time we have an actual musical anime where the main characters play instruments. And in Sounds of Life, instead of the good guy, we've got the school delinquent whose only skill is music. But when he tries to join the school music club, the club president says no, music isn't for bullies. But considering how our main character has a history in music with his grandfather being a popular koto maker, the president gives him a chance.
あ、僕たち総局部の。
ああ、大変だね、お前さんたちも。こんなバカが部員にいて。おや、お前さんは。
But the best thing about this show isn't the music. It isn't the two bros who decide to start a club together. It isn't the comedic moments of the duo. It is the girl. Yes, we can officially declare that Satoa is the best girl. And let's just say you can survive without getting hit by your feet as long as you don't trash talk about her. Number 2, Wotakoi.
ごめん。マジで？ごめん。2つもごめん。
そう、物欲センサー発動してんじゃねえよ
Throw away those kids because it's time for some adults to join the game. Oh wait, did I mention these adults are otakus? Wotakoi is about a weeb man and a weeb girl realizing they both like weeb stuff. So what's the next best thing to do? Start dating, of course.
彼氏さんは何にします？
いや、俺は彼氏ではないんで、腐れ縁なだけなんで。
Every character here is an adult, so you don't need to worry about the high school comedy tropes you've seen a billion times before. The anime also focuses on more adult issues, like what if I like watching anime even if I'm an adult? Or what if I still play Genshin Impact when my work is piling up? Since you'll be an adult too, it's better to watch this anime and learn how to handle situations like this, but I'm not sure you'll find a partner who's an otaku as well, because that's pretty rare. Number 1, Bunny Girl Senpai.
先輩、足。
足がどうかしたの？
いえ、踏んでもらえて幸せです。
とにかくその喫茶店から逃げ出すように帰ってきたんだけど。
Here we have a guy who likes to say what he wants straight to the girl's face. The anime is centered around Sakuta Azuagawa, a high schooler who has some personal experience with the supernatural puberty syndrome. He comes across one of her senpais named Mai Sakurajima, who was walking around the school wearing a bunny outfit without anybody even noticing her. After making contact with her and many other girls that are suffering from the mysterious puberty syndrome, Sakuta tries to help them.
君はあずさ川ってイメージじゃないし、作田くんって呼ぶから。どうして脱ぐの？何もしないって言ったじゃない。不潔、変態、露出狂。
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the premise, but the good thing about this show is that the main character who straightens up spits facts, and his girlfriend who hasn't suffered a headache from being with the guy. If you need bunny girls solving depression, then this is the show for you.